I just had the craziest effing epiphany, and I'm sorry, I'm like so geeked because I'm finding out about this right now. Like, basically, lipedema runs in my family because I think my mother has it, and it's basically it's a disease where the legs, like the lower half of the body, it affects 17% of women, but it's the lower section of the body that builds up this kind of stubborn fat that has sort of like nodules and like, and it's like it's just very stubborn, and it's not even really based on like weight gain. And it happens after like some crazy hormonal imbalance, that can take place around like your childhood or like teen years, or like something like there's just like a flip in your hormones, and then your body goes from kind of like slender, more smooth fat to like this really lumpy fat, which some people would be like, it's cellulite, or what is that? Like, I always thought that it was cellulite, but when I was in like my early teens and like a little bit later, I started to develop, like, I always had like a little waist, and this was around like the Juicy days. Like, I remember I made the video for Juicy, and I was always getting like catcalls and points at my ass and like all this stuff. And like, I had a big butt and a little waist, and like I remember I even ordered for Go to Town a latex suit off of like, what was it? A latex suit off of AliExpress. And when I sent the measurements in, the people at like the factory were like, this isn't real. Like, your measurement's not real. And I'm like, I always thought like, damn, like what's wrong with me? Like, is something wrong with me? Like, why do people keep pointing at me and gawking at me? And like middle school, blah, 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 blah. And it wasn't like a horrible thing. I just like felt like it stuck out, and I like didn't like it. I genuinely didn't like that my ass was so big. Boo-hoo. So I went, and you can like see these things. Sorry, I'm all over the place, but like you can see my body in like Juicy, and see it in like whatchamacallit, maybe Go to Town. And like, if you look at my knees, like I had big ass knees, like big fat fucking knees. Like, what else? Even on what was Wild 'N Out. Wild 'N Out, when I was on that, people were like, I looked like, who said that I looked like Squidward ate all the Krabby Patties? That's what lipedema looks like. If you watch SpongeBob and you saw that episode where Squidward ate the Krabby Patties and it went straight to his thighs, like that's what that looks like. Like, basically, I wasn't like horrendously deeply overweight or anything. I was just like building up all this ass and ankle and calf and knee and thigh. I had a whole ton of it. And I wasn't even the most athletic. I was in dance, but it was so crazy to like have all this ass. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. But like, I had no clue, and nobody brought up lipedema to me. And so then, fast forward to a few years ago, I got lipo. And I got lipo on my thighs. I got it on the back of my thighs, my hips, and above my butt on my lower back. So I left my butt alone, but I got rid of the stuff on my thighs. And I left my knees alone and my calves and ankles and stuff because I didn't think that was much of an issue, even though I'm not obsessed with my ankles. But like, I left it alone, and then my butt was huge. my butt was so fucking big. And then I just had like these little thighs. And I had to go back in because I had way too much ass. It looked like a diaper. Like it looked like my butt. It looked like I had a BBL, but I didn't have a BBL. I had a reverse BBL, essentially. If that even makes any fucking sense. But anyway, went back in, got some out of my butt, and now I have, from all of the history of having all that ass, like extra skin. And so I think some people have noticed on like videos of my performances and things like that, like you can see like my butt looks kind of weird, and that's due to all of the extra skin from when I had all of that extra fat. But I'm like looking at pictures of people with lipedema, and you have like stages of it. So you go from stage 1 to 4 or something like that. And I was probably at like stage 1 or stage 2. And it looks exactly like my legs. Like these legs look like my legs. I don't know. Google fat Doja and you might see some fake stuff, but like watch my music videos. Like, this isn't a ploy. Like, I genuinely believe, and I still have little baby face knees. Like, my knees look like a baby's face. I feel like there's a picture of that too. I don't know. All I know is I've been wearing a lot of tights on stage. A whole lot of tights. And I love it. I love wearing tights because it keeps all of that together. It's a slippery slope, liposuction and things like that. But I guess it's just lymphatic buildup. And there's a lot of things you can do to help with that. This is a long ass TikTok. This is my longest TikTok of all time. Anyway, all right. Well, that's all. I just wanted to yap at 1 a.m.